For centuries, humanity has stared at the ocean's surface, dreaming of what lies beneath. What we have since discovered is a universe stranger and more complex than any science fiction story. In the crushing depths, life has adapted to thrive in a darkness so profound it's almost alien. From creatures that light up the blackness to predators that hunt with nightmarish efficiency, this is a look at the ocean's most terrifying and yet most magnificent inhabitants. We invite you now to face your fear and marvel at the wonder. Anglerfish is a deep-sea animal that has a unique way of hunting and a strange mating process. Anglerfish live in the eternal darkness of the deep sea at a depth of between 300 to 400 meters. But there are also anglerfish that live in shallow waters. This species uses camouflage to disguise itself as rocks or seaweed. Anglerfish has a strange appearance with a big head, a wide mouth full of transparent and pointed teeth, and dark skin to camouflage in the dark. The size of this fish varies greatly, from the smallest 20 centimeters to some species that can reach 1.2 meters. Because it is pressurized in the sea with very high pressure, the anglerfish has a flexible skeleton and an expandable belly. This allows it to swallow much larger prey. Female anglerfish use bioluminescence fissures to attract prey. This angler is a modified dorsal fin and leads to a light-producing organ called esca. Light in esca is produced by symbiotic bacteria. These bacteria get protection and nutrition from fish, while fish get light to hunt. Anglerfish is a predator that ambushes prey. It just stays in place, moving its angler. When the prey approaches because it is attracted by the light, the anglerfish will ambush it. Female anglerfish have a much larger size than males. Males can be several times smaller than females, even thousands of times lighter. The main task of this male is to find female fish to mate. After finding a female, the male will cling to the female body with their teeth. In many species, the male is permanently fused with the female. The circulatory system is joined, and he becomes a parasite that depends on the female for nutrition. After merging, the male loses its eyes and some of its internal organs, except for his testicles. His only job is to provide sperm whenever the female needs it to fertilize the egg. Black dragonfish is a deep-sea predator that is famous for its fierce appearance and ability to use red bioluminescence. The black dragonfish is one of the few deep-sea animals that can produce red light with a special organ under its eyes. This gives a great advantage because some deep-sea animals cannot see red light. They use the spotlight to see prey without being noticed by the prey. The merca lives in the waters of mesopelagic to batapelagic at a depth of up to 2,000 meters below sea level. This fish eats various prey, including small fish, shrimp, to crustaceans. Black dragonfish has extreme differences between males and females. Female black dragonfish are much larger than males, can reach 40 to 60 centimeters. They have a slender black body like an eel and have a large head filled with sharp and transparent fangs. They have a glowing snout on their chin to target prey. The male black dragonfish is very small, only about 5 centimeters, and cannot eat as an adult animal because their digestive system is not functioning. They also have no fangs or snouts. Their only purpose in life is to reproduce before finally dying. Black dragonfish larvae look very different from their adult fish. Transparent larvae with eyes located at the end of a long stalk, which allows a wider range of vision. When they are adults, the eye stem is sucked into their body and undergoes metamorphosis as an adult animal with dark skin color. Depth of 1,500 meters, although sometimes seen in shallow sea waters. They are found in various locations in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Their main food is squid, although they also eat bony fish and other small sharks. Instead of chasing their prey, they have large and wide-open jaws. Gulper eel is also called pelican eel. Gulper eel is a deep-sea fish that is best known for its unusually large mouth. Its mouth that can expand like a pouch on a pelican makes this fish able to swallow prey that is much larger than its body size. Gulper eel has the most prominent physical feature, which is its loose and large lower jaw. When its mouth is fully open, it can form a large pocket like a net to catch prey. The size of this mouth can reach a quarter of its body length. Compared to its mouth, the gulper eel's body is relatively smaller, long and thin. Its long and slender tail helps this fish move forward. This fish has a relatively small and underdeveloped eyes, which shows that its eyesight does not play an important role in hunting for prey in a dark environment. Gulper eel has a luminous organ, photophore. This light is used to lure prey into the ambush distance. Gulper eel is spread all over the world, usually found in tropical and temperate waters. They inhabit the midnight, tropical, and twilight, mesopelagic, zones at depths between 500 to 3,000 meters. Because of the scarcity of food in the deep sea, gulpers are opportunistic predators. With their large mouths, they can scoop up crustaceans, squid, or any small fish that happen to pass by. They can also develop their mouths to swallow larger prey. Gulper eel's teeth are small in size. This shows that they do not chew their prey, but swallow it whole. Gulper eel is not a strong swimmer. He moves his body with waves to move slowly in the water. The goblin shark, Mitsucarina ostoni, is a very rare living fossil from the deep sea, having a distinctive appearance with a long and flat snout, pink skin, and jaws that can shoot out like a slingshot to catch its prey. This shark has the ability of electroreceptors in its snout to detect prey and lives in the very deep seabed, reaching thousands of meters. Goblin sharks have a flat and elongated snout full of electrical sensors, ampullae of Lorenzini, to detect prey in the deep sea darkness. It has a flat and elongated snout full of electrical sensors, ampullae of Lorenzini, to detect prey in the ampullae of Lorenzini, to detect prey in the dark of the deep sea. Goblin sharks have long teeth like hooves that are used to clamp and hold prey. Goblin sharks live at the bottom of the sea, often found on the slopes of continents and deep-sea basins at depths of thousands of meters. Its main food is fish, squid, and small crustaceans. A living fossil that has existed since 125 million years ago. Using the ampullae of Lorenzini in its snout to detect the electric field of prey, it is important because its eyesight is poor at depth. Giant isopods are large crustaceans like shrimp that live at the bottom of the deep sea. This crustacean has an appearance like an armored alien and functions as a carcass eater in the deep sea ecosystem. They can grow up to 50 centimeters and have large eyes that glow when light bounces off the reflective layer behind them. Giant isopods are a group of animals that are different from insects. They belong to the group of crustaceans that live in the sea. Giant isopods have many body segments covered by hard shells, giving them the appearance of aliens or robots. Giant isopods have a role to recycle nutrients from dead organisms such as fish carcasses that fall to the seabed. Giant isopods live at the bottom of deep-sea waters and are rarely seen near the surface. One of its species, Bathynomus giganteus, can reach a length of up to about 50 centimeters, making it very large for isopoda types. The vampire squid, Vampiroteuthis impernalis, or vampire squid from hell, is a 30 centimeters deep-sea cephalopod with a dark red body, membrane-connected arms, a pair of ear-like fins on the tail, and two long sensory filaments that distinguish it from the octopus. To protect itself from predators, it can turn its body by wrapping its arms and membranes, showing a creepy thorn ball. The luminous organ near the fin is used for camouflage, and it uses its sensory filament as an eye to detect the environment in the darkness of the deep sea. Vampire squid has the main characteristics, which are about 30 centimeters in size, has a dark red body, and large purple eyes that almost do not function in the depths of the sea. It has 8 arms connected by membranes, but also 2 long filaments like threads that function as sensory organs, distinguishing them from other squid. It has a pair of fins on the tail that function as a mobility aid by moving in waves. Vampire squid has a luminous organ at the fin's gate for camouflage. When threatened, vampire squid can turn its body over by wrapping its arms and membranes to display spines or balls of thorns to protect itself. Vampire squid lives in the deep sea and lacks light. Its sensory filaments are used to detect enemies and prey, because their large eyes are not very useful in the dark. Vampire squid is known as carrion eaters, eating sea snow or organic particles that fall from the sea surface. The vampire squid is the only member of the Vampiromorphidae order, which places it outside the squid and octopus groups, and is an evolutionary bridge between the two. The vampire squid, Vampiroteuthis impernalis, or vampire squid from hell, is a 30 cm deep-sea cephalopod with a dark red body, membrane-connected arms, a pair of ear-like fins on the tail, and two long sensory filaments that distinguish it from the octopus. To protect itself from predators, it can turn its body by wrapping its arms and membranes, showing a creepy thorn ball. The luminous organ near the fin is used for camouflage, and it uses its sensory filament as an eye to detect the environment in the darkness of the deep sea. Vampire squid has the main characteristics, which are about 30 cm in size, has a dark red body, and large purple eyes that almost do not function in the depths of the sea. It has 8 arms connected by membranes, but also 2 long filaments like threads that function as sensory organs, distinguishing them from other squid. It has a pair of fins on the tail that function as a mobility aid by moving in waves. Vampire squid has a luminous organ at the fin's gate for camouflage. When threatened, vampire squid can turn its body over by wrapping its arms and membranes to display spines or balls of thorns to protect itself. Vampire squid lives in the deep sea and lacks light. Its sensory filaments are used to detect enemies and prey, because their large eyes are not very useful in the dark. Vampire squid is known as carrion eaters, EA. And that brings us to the end of our journey into the Midnight Zone. It's truly incredible how life adapts and thrives in such extreme conditions, isn't it? These creatures remind us just how much there is left to discover about our own planet, even in the deepest, darkest corners of the ocean. If you're as amazed as I am by these otherworldly animals, please hit that like button and let me know in the comments which deep-sea creature was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe to Yenti Malinowska for more underwater adventures and insights into the wonders of our natural world. Thank you for exploring with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Tips F.